Good morning, Year 3. Following on from last week's lessons in length, we are going to look at Lesson 6, which is covering some word problems. But before we do that, we're going to recap on some column addition. So here, we've got 692, add 70. As always, we're going to start with our ones. So we've got 2 add 0 is 2. 9 tens add 7 tens is 16 tens. Carry over our 100. 100 add 600 is 700. So 692 add 70 is 762. See if you can have a go at Ruby's calculation and Elliot's calculation. Once you've done that, pause the video and put the following calculations in column addition and have a go at those ones. Okay, and then we've got some more sticky knowledge. So we've got partition the following numbers. So we are going to partition these numbers into hundreds, tens and ones. So this 567 would become 500, add 60, add 7. Okay, using that method, partition 432 and 981. And then we've got adding and subtraction fractions. So first we've got 3/8, add 4/8. Remember, the denominator, which is the bottom number, stays the same. And the numerator, which is this top one, is the one that changes. So we add the numerator. 3 add 4 would be 7. And then we need to write that as a fraction. So that would become 7/8. And then when we are subtracting, again, the numerator are the numbers that change. So we only subtract the numerator, the denominator, these two numbers here, stay the same. So we've got 4 take away 2 would be 2. And then you've got your fraction. So that would become 2/5. Let's see if you can have a go at this one. So you've got 3/8 take away 2/8. Have a go at that one. And then we have find the value of the following numbers. So what is the value of 3 in 435? So we've got hundreds, tens and ones. So the value of the 3 would be 30 because it's in the tens column. Okay. What is the value of 7 in 37? So we've got tens and ones in that one. And what is the value of 9 in 902? Have a go at those two for me. Okay, our in focus. Ravi used a wooden board with the length of 315 centimetres to make a bookshelf. He used another wooden board with the length of 235 centimetres to make a shoe rack. What is the total length of the wooden boards used? So if we are finding the total length, we are going to add 315 centimetres and 235 centimetres. Now we can put those in column addition. So we could do 315 centimetres, add 235 centimetres. Now it's really important I keep my hundreds, tens and ones lined up. Okay, so I've got 235 centimetres. Again, as we always did when we were doing column addition, we would start with the ones column. So we've got 5 add 5, which would be 10. I would put my 0 in my ones column, carry over my 110. I've got 110, add 3 tens would be 4 tens. Add 1 more would be 5 tens. And then I've got 300, add 200 would be 500. So that gives me a total of 550. Now it's really important I remember to write the measurement as well. So I've got 550 centimetres. So the total length of the wooden boards used is 550 centimetres. In your book, it will provide a representation for some of them, or you can draw a representation such as this bar model. So we know that one length of the board was 315 centimetres and the other length was 235 centimetres. So we have the two parts and your job is to find the total. Okay, and you would add those two together, putting them in column method to make it easier, which would give you 550 centimetres. Okay. So another one, Charles used 315 centimetres from a piece of wooden board that was 500 centimetres long. How long was the piece left over? So we've got the total of the wooden board, which was 500 centimetres. And the part, we know that Charles used 315 centimetres. Now we need to find what's left. So if we've got the total and one part, we're going to subtract. So we've got 500 centimetres. Take away 315. Okay, again, it's really important. My hundreds, tens and ones are all lined up to help me. So first I've got 0 take away 5. Now I know that 5 is bigger than 0, so I can't do 0 take away 5. So I'm going to move across to the next column. In the tens column, we've got another 0, which means I can't take anything from the tens column. So we're going to move to the hundreds. Okay, so I'm going to take from my hundreds, that becomes 400, and then we put the 1 in our tens column, so that becomes 10. And then we're going to cross that out, that becomes 9, and then we put the 110 into the ones column. So now we've got 10 take away 5. So 10 take away 5 would be 5, 9 take away 1 would be 8, and 400 take away 300 would be 1. So that means the piece of wood that was left over is 185 centimetres long. Again, in your book, you need to make sure you put them into column method to make it easier for you to subtract or add. Okay, Lulu travelled 4,073 metres to a town. She needed to travel a further 300 metres to get to her destination. What is the total distance she needs to travel? So we've got the two parts here. We've got 4,073 metres. She needs to travel a further 300 metres and we need to find the total distance. So we're going to add those two numbers together. So I'm going to put hundreds, tens and ones to make sure that my numbers are lined up. But in this case, I've got thousands as well because I've got 4,073 metres. Okay, so we've got 4,073 metres. Okay, so you can put that in column method. Add 300 metres. 3 add 0 will be 3. 7 add 0 would be 7, 0 add 3 would be 3, and then you have 4,000. So the total distance she needs to travel is 4,373 metres. Remember, it's really important you put the metres in there. For this one, you could just notice that in your 4,073, you don't have any hundreds, but you need to add 300 metres. So you could just change your hundredth column there. Okay, and then we've got another question. Sam ran 4 kilometres 300 metres for a cross country. Charles ran 2 kilometres 400 metres. What was the total distance that they both ran? So we've got the two distances, and again we need to find the total distance. So because we've got kilometres and metres, we're going to add the metres first. Okay, so we've got 300 add 400. Zero add 0 is 0. 300 add 400 is 700. So we've got 700 metres there. And then we're going to add the kilometres. So we've got 2 add 4 equals 6 kilometres. Okay, so you've got 6 kilometres. and then we're going to put the metres on the end of that. So in total, the distance they both ran was 6 kilometres and 700 metres. Okay. In your book, one of your questions is laid out like this with a bar model. We need to make sure that we're filling that bar model in. So Emma bought a blue cloth with a length of 350 centimetres. Here, we know the length of the blue cloth, so up here we're going to write the length, which was 350. Okay. To make a t-shirt, she bought another red cloth with a length of 500 centimetres. So again, we know the length of the red cloth, which is going to be there. What is the total length of cloth she bought? So now we need to find the total. Okay, so we've got 350, add 500. If you need to, you can put that in column addition, so you would do 350, add 500, five tens, and then 800s, giving a total of 850. Then I'll fill in my boxes. The total length of the cloth she bought was 850 centimetres. Okay, this one, how much taller is the Shard than Tower B Bridge? So we've got this here, which is 308 metres, and then the bridge, which is 65 metres. So again, if you're finding how much taller, we need to find the difference. So we're going to do 308, take away 65. Okay, 8 take away 5 is 3. 0 take away 6. Now I know that 6 is bigger than 0, so I need to go into my hundreds and take 100 and put it in the tens column to make it 10. 10 take away 6 is 4, and then 2 take away nothing is 2. So the Shard is 243 metres bigger, taller than the bridge. Emma travels from town A to the city, passing through town B. Find the total distance she travels. Okay, so we've got Emma travels through town A to the city, passing through town B. So the distance from town A to town B is 42 kilometres, and then town B to the city is 98 kilometres. So you need to add those two together to find the total distance, again putting it into column method. You will be working on worksheet 6 today in your maths books. Make sure you read the question to find out what it's asking you to do, whether you need to add or subtract. If you have any issues, please just send us a message on Dojo and we will try and get back to you. Have a lovely morning.